Yo, YouTube, back with another video. We're gonna react to this old horror movies talk from Derek FDB. Yes, I'm diving straight into it for the first time ever. I always say I'm diving in, and I always end up yapping. But I want y'all to go ahead. Y'all know what to do? Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, and go to the lives. Go check out my live. Go to kick.com, whatever it's glory / it's glory. I'm gonna start being live heavy, like heavy, because I feel like it's a better interaction with some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Things of that sort. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and yeah, let's get into this shit.
You know, as much as I love them, horror movies nowadays just don't hit
Dude, that shit was fucking disgusting. I seen that trailer for that horror movie. I don't know which one it is, but I've heard it's like it's not that scary. It's just like based off of some video game, I think, or something.
But is this true? Are horror movies from the 70s, 80s, and 90s really better or scarier? Well, that's what we'll find out today. Today, ladies and gents, I'll be going over a few horror movies from back in the good old days to not only figure out how well they hold up, but to answer that question. Are retro or vintage or old horror movies really better? Are they?
Bro, they're better, bro. I'm be honest. You know why they better though? It's not because, all right, for one, when you put horror in the modern age, it's kind of hard to get into. Like knowing that you can live stream shit one phone call away. You know what I'm saying? Really move around like it's nothing now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's still scary. It's still scary stories you can tell. But when it's like based in the modern day, like some of these newer horror movies, it just don't hit as hard. That's why it's like I don't like if they gonna do a new horror movie, most of the time I'd rather them be like talking about some shit in the past. Like, you know, like doing some, I don't know, just some shit about like the past, like a camp. I love like the good old camp plot where they at summer camp and they getting hunted down by a killer. Like I like stuff like that. What was it? Fear Street? Fear Street was great. One of them Fear Streets. But what I was gonna say, the thing that makes them better is because they old. And then yeah, like the campiness and like it's not perfect, but it's still like I don't know. It feels like better slasher movies and stuff back then. Even like the possessed shit, like all with the demons and stuff. It felt more better. Now in today's time, it just don't feel as right. Like it just feels like I don't know. It feel like everything has been done too. That's probably what it is. Cause they the OGs. That's why.
To know. I like to know. And in the end, I'll go over one of the oldest horror movies ever to see how it holds up over a century later.
Never seen that, and I've seen niggas talk about this one. I've never seen it.
Yeah, a century. And the first one I got up is called
Slumber Party Massacre. Never seen this one.
Now, some of you may know this one, and some of you may just read the title and think, Slumber Party Massacre? That sounds a lot like Texas Chainsaw. I know what it sounds like. And I'm gonna get to that one too. I'm doing this one first though. Slumber Party Massacre is a 1982 movie where we follow a group of girls who, unbeknownst to them, are being stalked by a serial killer. And I gotta say this now, if it's something these old movies had, it was that nudity, bro.
Bruh, I was just finna say, bruh. Oh, them, I don't know what them old heads was on back then, bruh. But they be talking about us, but they definitely led the way, bro. I watch old horror movies. Why is everybody always horny, bro? Everybody's freaked out. There's like, there's no sense of like, we got to get the fuck out of here. Like, when danger, they hear certain shit, they be like, what the hell? Oh, now let's just get back to it. They'll start scripting, skinny dipping. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a damn. Like, any freakiness is at an all-time high. And yeah, it's always going to be some titties out. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad at it. I like it. I thought it was, you know, necessary sometimes for the plot. I'm trolling.
My goodness, did I click the wrong movie? Either that or I just stumbled upon a lost episode of Euphoria, cause dang, that's a lot of butt, bro. But yeah,
nah, don't bring it. I don't know how. I'm gonna be straight up honest. That nigga who wrote Euphoria, he know how to make sex and all that shit just really disgusting and like nasty. Like it's already kind of nasty as it is, like, you know, because it is kind of like, you know, whatever, if you want to look at it a certain way, flesh and flesh. But that nigga, he made sex and stuff seem ruthless and like just I don't know. He got kink. He's kinky. He a freak ass nigga. He was like that when he wrote that Idol show with The Weeknd. That shit. Yeah, I wasn't smelling that. I wasn't feeling that. Definitely a kink.
Follow a group of girls who are being stalked by a serial killer who uses a drill as his weapon, a drill. And since they don't realize they're being stalked, they set up a sleepover like it's a normal night. They ordered pizza, gossip, they even broke out the Dut Pack. Don't do drugs, y'all. But what they ain't know is that it only made it easier for the killer to catch them lacking. And so the girls have to try and survive the night before the killer could turn this slumber party into a massacre. And I'ma keep it a buck. I've only seen this movie once, but I think this movie holds up. I think it does. The characters are likable and realistic, which you can't say about every single horror movie. Like, they're not just some no personality dummies who are just there to die.
I was just finna say, one thing about old movies I've noticed, cause going back to them old movies and going back and forth, but they flowed so well, bro. I don't know if it's because the audio wasn't super sharp and like stuff was still kind of like not at high quality, but the way they like bounced off of each other and talked like they would actually be best friends and sisters. It was just like, it wasn't never doing too much. It just felt, you know what I'm saying? Almost, you know what, movie, The Breakfast Club. I know that's not a horror movie, but you know, like The Breakfast Club, like I like some of that way, the way that shit be flowing. It just like, it feel way realistic.
It's actually scary. I mean, have y'all ever seen a dude whose main weapon is something you can only find at Home Depot? Like, what? And then they even had some funny moments. It's a good movie. I mean, this is 1982. This is the same year Thriller came out. Of course it's gonna be good. And I know it's not the massacre horror movie people usually think about, but I just wanted to show this one some love because I feel like nobody talks about it. And don't worry, I'm gonna get to the one you're thinking about. But first I gotta talk about...
Never seen the OG one. Never seen the OG one, but I saw the newer one. I seen clips of this one, but I remember the new one had that Shawty. She used to be in everything. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She was in Kick-Ass. Like, she was the little girl. She was Nicolas Cage's daughter. I'm gonna pull her up later probably. But yeah, she was she was in everything, bro. Where the hell is she? She was everywhere when I was a little nigga.
Next movie I got up is Carrie from 1976. Notable things that happened this year: Red M&M's got removed from the bag, and Ryan Reynolds was born. Now, I had never seen this movie before I thought of making this video. I heard of it because it's insanely popular, but I had never seen it until today. And I'ma say it now, this movie caught me off guard, because watching it, you wouldn't think it's a horror movie at all, up until the end. So in Carrie, we follow a girl named Carrie. Shocker. She's a quiet and shy high school senior with an extremely religious mother. I'll get to that in a second, who's sort of an outcast at school. She gets bullied, like, a lot. And we see how bad this bullying gets when one day while they're in the locker room, and I'm sorry, I know I'm still introducing this one and I said it with the last movie, but these old movies really had that nudity. Like, I can't even show a single clip of this locker room scene because it's just straight Tata's butt and bush, bro.
Yeah, I definitely think bruh, I keep saying this. They try to be talking about new gen. New gen is bad now. Our generation definitely freaked out. I think we the max capacity damn near. But they say back then, like, the Aztec, Egyptian times or whatever like that, they were bad like that too. But neither here or there, whatever. But yeah, I think they got it though too. Like, watch it, especially like them the slapstick comedies, like all the American Pies and shit like that. Like, bro, nobody ever talks about how, like, them movies were cool. Like, they cool to watch, but you look back at them, you like, damn, like, it's a lot of movies and shows about freak shit, like, straight, like, the plot is straight, who gonna get laid, freak, you know what I'm saying? And it's not bad, per se, but you be like, damn, like, when you take a step back, you like, damn, like, and I know that's, like, 2000, but you know what I mean, like, it's just back then in general, bro.
That's how they rocked it back then. Y'all gonna have to start questioning y'all grandparents, because why were they so freaked out? But yeah, as I was saying, we see exactly how bad the bullying gets when one day while she's in the locker room taking a shower, Carrie out of nowhere gets her first period. And since her mom never told her what a period is, again, I'll get to that in a second, she starts tweaking. And instead of helping her while she panics, all the other girls in the locker room just start throwing tampons and pads at her. Man, I know I've said this before when I went over the black phone. All bullying is bad, but some of these bullying gotta be the dumbest shit I have ever seen. How you gonna bully a girl for something y'all all do?
That bitch start sliding down the wall.
Bullying gotta be the dumbest shit I have ever seen. How you gonna bully a girl?
That's fucked up. Yeah, bullies back then, especially in them old movies, always sucked. They never had no real motive. They just was doing shit.
Y'all all do. All of y'all. I don't care how crazy she reacted. I'd flip out too if I didn't know I started bleeding on my freaking wee-wee once a month. Thankfully, Carrie's gym teacher, Miss Collins, interferes, telling the other girls to...
He bitches all got the same style. You peeping? Look.
Freaking wee-wee once a month. Thankfully, Carrie's gym teacher, Miss Collins...
They all got their like little blowout curl. That was like the wave. For white shawties. I ain't gonna lie, some of them older movies, them white shawties be looking decent. I ain't gonna lie.
Years telling the other girls to leave Carrie alone. And then she slaps Carrie to calm her down. I'm telling y'all, the 70s was wildin'. But amidst all this chaos, we saw two very important things happen. One, while Carrie was panicking about her period, for some reason this light bulb completely shattered. Like, completely. Unless she was hitting some high notes or something, that's a little odd. And two, we see one of the girls who was bullying Carrie, Sue, start to actually feel bad for her. In fact, she felt so bad that the next day when the gym teacher's punching the girls by making them do all these exercises, she doesn't complain at all. That wasn't the case for everyone though, because this girl Chris was pissed about it. She didn't think they deserved to be punished like this, much less over bullying Carrie, so she confronts it.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm scanning these white shawties. They look pretty decent. I haven't seen this movie. I'm not gonna lie. What do you... Hold up. I'm not saying there's not no bad white shawties in today's time. I'm gonna be honest, cause we definitely got some shit. I seen some, bro. Going down in the city, bro. Being in the city, bro. You gonna see some thick BBL white shawties. I always tell y'all about it. But nah, these guys hey man, they probably like 80 now, bro. But damn, like, yeah, back then, but they was talking about something. I ain't gonna lie.
They deserve to be punished like this, much less over bullying Carrie.
Hopefully they're 18 up at the time though. No weird shit.
So she confronts the gym teacher, give her a piece of my mind.
Oh, somebody.
70s wildin'. But yeah, Sue felt very bad. So to make it up to Carrie, she decides to ask her boyfriend Tommy to take Carrie to prom instead of her, which is just insanely sweet and truly, truly selfless. That's exactly why I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, I don't care if it's Jimmy from South Park. You think I'm gonna let you take my girl to prom just so you can feel better? This ain't like borrowing a pencil, bro. This is my girl. You're not gonna just, I'll give her back to you after prom. No, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. I hope you find a date though. I can do that. But that's what Sue wants to do. So Tommy agrees to ask Carrie, and after saying no the first time, thinking it was some sort of messed up joke, with some encouragement from Miss Collins, Carrie eventually does say yes. She will go to prom with Tommy.
What's up? These hairstyles, they like rock star hairstyles, bro.
But let's not forget, guys, Carrie's mom is extremely religious.
Oh, I know the plot of this movie because I saw that new one. She she get bullied to the point where she like do some crazy shit at prom. She killed him or something like, right? She got like super mega powers or something like that. Yeah.
Extremely. Like, not only does she never tell Carrie about her period because she believes getting it is a sin. What? But she also locks Carrie in the closet and makes her pray anytime she thinks she's misbehaving. So it's pretty much safe to say she's a bit strict. So when Carrie tells her about going to prom with a boy, it did not go well. They pretty much start arguing back and forth. Carrie saying that she wants to go and that not everything's a sin. Her mother saying she needs to go to the closet and repent. But just like the light bulb situation from earlier, while they're arguing and Carrie grows increasingly frustrated because her mom's not listening and she's walking away from her and... oh, hell nah. This is when Carrie tells her mom, and us pretty much, that she has telekinesis. Yeah, on top of cramps, turns out her first period gave her access to some supernatural abilities. Anytime Carrie gets upset or concentrates, she can move stuff with her mind. Which is like, alright, my puberty gave me voice cracks and random boners.
So she wasn't no demon baby. I thought Shawty was like a spawn of like, on some demonic shit. That's why she kept being so religious with her. Oh, so she just had telekinesis. Okay.
Superpowers? Alright, I see what y'all doing. And Carrie's mom was obviously terrified. I'm not gonna lie, I would be too. She tells her it's the devil. The same devil that took your father away. But
Carrie, bro, you know what movie is just like, bro, I can't stand certain parents, bro. Certain parents in the movies, they play their role so well, bro, making you hate them, bro. That dad from Chronicle, if y'all niggas ever watch Chronicle, Buddy, the main nigga that was messed up in the head, the one who played Green Goblin in Amazing Spider-Man. That man, he fucked around and his dad kept bullying this man any chance he got. Like, that nigga walked downstairs. He like, nigga, did you just walk downstairs? He'll go outside, go get a ride to school from his cousin. He be like, nigga, did you just go catch a ride? Like, but he had beef with that nigga the whole movie. I was so glad when he did something to his ass, bro. He blamed his mom. His mom was sick and she died or something. And he blamed it on him. Like, that shit was crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I can't. They be picking some good people to be fucked up parents.
Oh, mama, it wasn't the devil. He just ran out for the woman, mama. I know that low-key hurt. Then she also tells her mama, I'm going to the prom, and you can't.
That bitch look scary. Y'all remember that Momo? Shawty? That was she kind of look like, no offense. She look like Momo.
Stop. Who is she feeling like? Who? Think you cold, Carrie? You know you cold, Carrie. And so Carrie was going to the prom. We even get a cute montage of her and Tommy getting ready for the prom in their own ways. Carrie makes a dress and learns how to do her makeup. Tommy goes with his friends to get a suit. I'm telling you, you nearly forget this is a horror movie. You see Carrie all excited to go. Her mom is obviously still being a negative Nancy the night of, saying everyone's gonna laugh at her and freaking hitting herself. All right, calm down, lady. But Carrie just sits her down using her mind powers and leaves. And then Carrie and Tommy arrive at the prom. And not only is this the beginning of the end, but this is also where it gets a little sad for me. Not because of anything Tommy did, no.
Oh, cause they finna embarrass her. Like, they gonna set up a prank. I remember. Yeah.
Carrie actually had a blast. Carrie talked with Miss Collins, who was very happy for her. Aww. Tommy and Carrie laughed it up and talked about going to an after party. Okay, I was trying to refrain from saying this, but can this dude not be Joe's cousin or something? Joe, if you watching this, am I tripping or crazy?
This is who I was talking about in my last vid. He put me on to this nigga. I seen this nigga vids before, but yes, bro. He talk, bro. Shout out, bro, cause we don't do the same type of shit, but like it's somewhat, you know what I'm saying? I be seeing him react to certain vids that I fuck with, so it'd be like, oh yeah, I like he put me down. His chin is fucking absurd though. Boy, the nigga chin of them all, like it looked like prosthetic. Like, I don't know. He got like a pause, but he got like a little ass face for, I don't know. Almost on some Ryan Reynolds shit. You know how Ryan Reynolds face set up? I don't know. Maybe I got the same thing though. Let me see my chin. I got a regular. Yeah, I think my face regular, bro. Only thing, but I don't like the ring light, bro, because it be feeling like my fucking eyebrows is not there, bro. I don't got much eyebrows. Let me be honest. My eyebrows light, because I got like lightish brown eyebrows. But yeah, I don't got no little ass face, though. This nigga, yeah, I thought I was tripping, though. Yeah. But that's crazy. He do look like this nigga.
Cousins, bro. But yeah, he flirted and danced with her. And he even kissed her. Hey, Tommy, don't you got a girl? Scandalous. But knowing everything Carrie has been put through, I couldn't help but just be happy for her. No joke, I was smiling ear to ear watching this. Grown man too, I don't care. But then came the prom king and queen voting. And you see, I mentioned this earlier, but while Carrie was over here all excited and getting ready for the prom, there were people who were still upset at her. People who were planning on getting revenge for getting them in trouble.
They gonna pour pig blood on her or something like that. Yep, I remember.
That girl Chris from earlier, she was still mad. So she concocted a plan to get some payback. After finding out Carrie was gonna go to the prom with Tommy, she enlisted her boyfriend and some friends to swap out the prom votes to make sure Carrie and Tommy win. So while Carrie and Tommy are on stage being crowned, they had no idea this was all Chris is doing. She had them right where she wanted them. And what makes this worse is that not only did Sue arrive to the prom and see what was about to happen and fail to stop it, but if you thought Carrie was happy before, she was happier than ever now. All that bullying, all that time being an outcast, it was over. She was finally being accepted by her peers. This was probably the happiest moment of her life. But then...
Gotta see me. I'm telling you right now. See, the shit like that wouldn't happen. See, we in real life, and I'm a nigga. So I'm gonna be straight up honest. Shit wouldn't even go down like that. But if a nigga had the balls to do something like that, best believe somebody else gonna be. Let me chill. Let me chill. That shit did make me mad because it was like the same plot in the new one too. I remember now though. Yeah, this shit was lame. I can't stand overly bullies. Like I like these bullies that be absurd, like overly over the top doing crazy shit in movies. They make me so mad. Like, yeah, my blood be boiling watching them, bro.
Chris spilt a bucket full of pig blood on Carrie. And as Tommy's outraged and confused about who could have done that to Carrie, that very same bucket drops down and kills Tommy? I know that sounds crazy because it's a freaking bucket, but this really killed him, y'all. Kill count said so. After being humiliated once again, having her prom day literally killed in front of her, and being laughed at once again, kind of like her mom said earlier.
Wait, no. That was canon. Nigga died to a bucket. Imagine getting knocked out by a bucket. That's fucking crazy.
This was Carrie's final straw. And this is when the horror starts. Carrie closes all the doors, changes the lights to red, and proceeds to murder everyone at the prom. And I mean everyone. She uses a fire hose full pressure to mow down some kids with water. Uses the water from that same hose to electrocute the principal and some other people.
That bitch looks crazy. She do look scary, I ain't gonna lie.
Some kids with water. Uses the water from that same hose to electrocute the...
It's like she wearing a mask, like a human mask. Like she's not, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
And some other people, which starts a fire. She even kills the one person who always had her back, Miss Collins, by crushing her. This is so messed up and honestly sad. Because watching this, I want to be happy for Carrie. Because, you know, we seen how she's been treated by her classmates in the school in general. So seeing her get some payback, you know, it feels a little nice. But bro, this is overkill. Everyone deserves to die? Everyone? What if like the janitor just walked in for a second? What does he have to do with this? And y'all want to know what makes this worse? All that laughing we saw.
Oh, she look fucking crazy. Hold up.
In for a second. What does he have to do with this? And y'all want to know what?
Bro, she acted her. Oh my god. What the hell? Nah, I'd be terrified, bro. But I ain't gonna lie. Did y'all niggas go to prom? I'm not gonna lie. I never went to prom and I never wanted to. Around the time I was, you know, prom was around, you know, during them COVID years. So shit wasn't going down like how it was supposed to. And anyways, I wasn't going. Like, I was, you know, I was one of them. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I was not a school nigga. I was definitely, you know, out living, I can say. I was out tripping, you know. So I never really got to do the prom shit. But I, in the back of my mind, and sometimes I'd be thinking about, like, I wish I kind of would have done it. Because I just feel like it would be a cool little experience. I know I could have got fly and stuff for it, but hey, it is what it is.
Is worse, all that laughing we saw everybody doing wasn't even real. Like, yeah, some people were laughing, like the bullies and stuff, but majority of the people, and especially the teacher, were not laughing. It was just in Carrie's head because she was done. That means Carrie left a bunch of innocent people, including Miss Collins and Tommy's body, to be burned. That shot of her walking through the fire was cold though, I'm not gonna lie. But it wasn't even over there. Because after Carrie leaves the prom, you know, leaving it on fire, not only do we see her kill Chris and her boyfriend by blowing them up after they try to run Carrie over. See, this one I ain't mad at. This one was deserved. But we also see Carrie arrive home. And I thought with the way Carrie was moving at the prom, she was just gonna walk in and blink down her mom. But no, it was actually the opposite. She goes upstairs and after washing all the pig blood off, she actually goes to her mom to hug her. I know you just massacred your whole school, but poor Carrie, man. She just had a moment, y'all. It was a moment. But her mom, after the whole telekinesis and going to prom with a boy stuff, must have not been in the bestest of moods. Cause to comfort Carrie, she tells her that she should have killed her when she was born. All right, mama, I don't know if that was very nice. Carrie's mom stabs Carrie. So you think a period is a sin, but not this? Mind you guys, she was gonna do this regardless. So you think a period is a sin, but not this? Mind you guys, she was gonna do this regardless. Don't think she's doing this because of what happened at the school. No, she doesn't even know that. She was hiding behind that door like a weirdo before Carrie went up the steps. Carrie, with no other choice but to defend herself, starts using her powers to throw knives at her mom. Oh my. And not just like 2 or 3, the whole cabinet, essentially making her hit the same pose as the St. Sebastian statue in her closet. Oh my goodness, you know that gotta hurt. Or at least you think it would. It looked like Carrie's mom was enjoying it with all that moaning she was doing while it was happening. I guess it's been a while. And that kills Carrie's mom. Like, she's dead. Kill count said so. This one ends with Carrie and her mama dying after the house starts sinking into the ground because of Carrie's psychic abilities, because she sort of freaked out after she realized she killed her mom. R.I.P. Carrie, man. You did a little too much at the prom, just a little too much. But dang, you went through a lot. And we see Sue, the only survivor of the prom night, visiting Carrie's grave to pay respects. Oh man, that's kind of sad. Oh shit! And I know I just talked about this movie crazy. As you can tell, I think it holds up. But that's not even the oldest movie I really wanted to go over.
I want to watch that movie now, though. I do want to go watch that. I might do that for like I don't know, movie night or something.
But before I get to that one,
but I'm not gonna lie, Texas Chainsaw, that was a scary ass movie. Back when I was younger, and then seeing them niggas go out to that town and whatever, and the weird family and all that shit, like they built that story up for real. That shit made me feel like after that I never want to be stuck out in no like dirt back roads, no weird town. You know what I'm saying? This is what I think of every time I go somewhere that I ain't supposed to be at. Damn near. That and Get Out.
now this is the real massacre people remember. This movie came out in 1974. Notable things that happened that year: Hello Kitty was created, and it has had Mexican girls in a chokehold ever since. Alright, so in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we follow a group of 5 friends in the middle of a trip. And before you say typical, this is like one of the first movies to do this, okay? You're watching sliced bread be...
Or it does.
But yeah, we follow a group of 5 friends who are on a trip somewhere. We got Sally, who's like the main girl, she be chilling. Her boyfriend Jerry, who on Wikipedia says is supposed to be somewhere between the age of 17 and 22, which I'm just like, yeah. If he was doing meth since the day he was born, he's 22. That's an insult to 27-year-olds, bro. But
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like a lot of them fucking old movies had old ass niggas. Like, yeah, they got it now, but back then it was old ass niggas playing as teenager and stuff. Hairy as fuck, built, looking like they would be parents, bro. They would be laughing and joking, like, bro, nigga, you do not belong in this high school. Hitting on the shawties, bro, like, what the hell?
36. Then there's her best friend Pam, who's really into astrology, which I'm not even gonna say anything about. I'm just saying, if you gonna judge me and see me differently and hate me for the day I was born, then just hate me for where I'm from and my skin color too. You might as well. That's all.
Astrology is the stupidest thing known to man. I'm gonna be honest. I know people got their own beliefs, but I just feel like niggas have no control. Nigga, me being born in a certain month, it makes you feel like that can sum up everything about me. That shit lame. Cause you could meet another nigga that was born in that same month and be way different than me. Then what you gonna say? Like, I don't get it. That don't make sense. I don't know. I mean, it's common sense, but they be like acting like it makes sense. It don't make, like, I don't know.
I'm saying, I can't control I'm a Gemini. Then there's her boyfriend Kirk. He's there. And then and I feel bad for saying this, but the most annoying character in the movie, Sally's disabled brother Franklin. I know he's in a wheelchair, but I'm sorry, bro. This dude is annoying. I'm taking Jimmy over him. We follow them while they're on their way to an old family home after visiting Sally's grandfather's grave. But on their way there, they run into some very peculiar people. First, while they're driving, they stop to pick up this hitchhiker. And thank goodness we've evolved past doing this. I'm all for people being social. A matter of fact, I actually think people nowadays should be more social. But this is too social. And this hitchhiker they got is exactly what you'd expect. Crazy guy, takes photos of them, cuts his hand open, cuts them open. This dude even lit a fire before they finally kicked him out. And
Ben pushed his ass out of the wood. Y'all scooping niggas in 2026? Bro, I'm gonna let the vid play. But, bro, all that hitchhiking, picking up niggas, and especially in them old movies like that, I think that really made me never want to scoop folks, bro. Because I'm not, bro, come on, bro. You gotta be on point, bro. I don't get that. Like, being surprised that there's weirdos. Hell no. I'm not picking up no nigga, bro. I'm sorry. Unless you just, like, bleeding out and it's like, yeah, you know, maybe not even then. I'm black, bro. So they gonna probably try to arrest me off real. But, yeah, I don't know. That whole, scooping people, on the side of the road. It gotta look like you just really need it and it's something serious. I don't know.
That wasn't weird enough. When they stop to get some gas, the guy working there tells them not to go mess around in their old house. He's Southern, so you know he got the accent. And when he finds out the house they're going to is actually theirs, he for some reason does a complete 180 and asks them to stay for some barbecue? Huh? This guy a gold digger or something? No, actually. The strangeness of this guy and the other guy goes far deeper than some gold digging. There was something sinister going on in the backdrop. But by the time they got to the house, they forgot about those two dudes. It was time to have fun, baby. I'm not gonna act like it was the nicest spot, you know, judging by them cracks on the wall. It definitely wasn't. But they were having fun. They were all having fun. Well, everyone except Franklin, who they left downstairs in his wheelchair, listening to them running around and having fun upstairs. He's annoying, but even this is messed up. Everyone else was having fun though. They was having fun. That is until Pam and Kirk decide they want to take the fun outside to this watering hole. But when they go out there, they don't find a watering hole at all. They find a house. And this must have been where that white guy in horror movie stereotype started, because instead of, you know, turning around, Kirk says, "We better go check that out." And that's exactly what they did. They get to the house and things were off. First, they find a tooth, like a human tooth, right on the front porch. And this dude, Kirk, picks it up. Ugh. Not only are you dumb, but you nasty, bruh. And to make things more concerning,
Look at his chest.
ugh. Not only are you dumb, but you nasty.
He got that what it called the strip, the whole strip pause. But yeah, any nigga like this, fucking gross,
Bruh. And to make things more concerning, when this dude Kirk goes inside, he sees animal skulls and hears
That's that 70s shit. Know what those are?
noises coming from this room. I better go check that out. But the strangest thing came when Kirk goes to check out the noise. And then Leatherface comes out and kills him. And in a gruesome way too. A hammer, ugh. And it caused him to convulse, ugh. And let me go on a little tangent about this, cause this dude used to scare me crazy. Big dude with a chainsaw wearing a face on his face. I used to piss myself just thinking.
Yeah, that's probably what made it so bad. That face on the face shit made me, bro. Growing up, bro, I hated masks. Like them rubber masks, I didn't put them on my face. You had my whole family. Like that was one of my biggest things. I never liked the feeling of fake flesh or whatever you want to call it. Like I didn't like the whole thing about it. I like having a rubbery mask on my face. Just that shit was not my wave. I just preferred me. I was always a cool little superhero costume guy. Yes, call it basic. It is what it is. I never cared for all that extra shit. But yeah, this nigga was terrifying when I was younger.
But watching this again, yeah, this dude does kill people, but he's sort of like a goofball. Like every time he runs into people, it's less of a "I'ma kill you" and more like a "ah shit, now I gotta kill you." Like when was the last time you see Michael or Freddy sit down and reflect after killing someone? You don't see that. Don't get me wrong, he still is scary. I mean, he's still wearing someone's face on his face, and he would murk you if you step into his house. But
wait, what version is it where he got like the mom, the old grandma, and all them, and they take it like making sure he's straight? Or is that other movie? Because I know there's a movie where it's like them hillbilly things at night. That movie was gross as fuck. Them like hillbilly mutated incest things too. Ooh, God, yeah. It's some nasty horror movies, bro. Above, So Below, or something like that. Yeah, it's a lot.
Watching this when I was younger, thinking Leatherface was the scariest part about this movie. But no, not completely. The scariest part is yet to come. Because after people keep coming into the house, first Pam, who almost makes it out, but Leatherface catches her and puts her on a hook. Ugh, oh my. Is this where Dead by Daylight got it from? Then the old looking young guy, Jerry, who came to look for his friends only to get caught. The last two who remain are Sally and her brother Franklin. They know since they kinda gotta go make sure their friends are alive or whatever. They go out to look for them. But then they hear something. Leatherface comes out and kills Franklin too.
That shit just got me just then, I ain't gonna lie.
Not that mad at that one. But again, like I said, he's still not the scariest part. When it gets scary is after Sally runs away all the way back to the gas station to see if she can find.
Look how she running. Look at that stupid ass run. Like,
when it gets scary is after Sally runs.
why she running like that? She must have got some type of shoes on. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I haven't ran in a while. Like I jog here and there, but like ran, I haven't. But I know anytime when I'm in that mode of like, damn, I really sound stuffed up. I'm sick, by the way. I am sick. But when I'm in that mode, if I'm really like feeling like something's on my ass, boy, you're not fucking with me, bro. Like I think I could outrun police. I could outrun dogs. Like I'm telling you, when I'm on that, I'm on that. Like I'm not getting caught. You gotta really be on my ass, like for real, for real. Pause.
All the way back to the gas station to see if she could find some help. She encounters the worker from earlier, and after asking him to help her and seeing him come back with a rope and a bag, she realizes they're in cahoots. Yeah, the gas station guy, Leatherface, and not just them two, but the hitchhiker from the start are actually a family of cannibals. Yeah, I know. The hitchhiker, really? Who would have thought? And to me, this dinner scene after they kidnap Sally is the horror of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Tied up in a chair made of people on
I remember this.
Ed Gein stuff. Then across from you is a table of dudes who are doing a try not to laugh with your suffering. That's some scary shit. And what scares me even more about this is, you know you can't reason with them. They're rednecks. Sally tries to bargain by saying she'll do anything.
This mess up my mindset about rednecks too. No offense, I don't know if I fuck with all rednecks, but I be thinking, I used to think rednecks were pretty cool because in my head rednecks weren't nothing but country folks that hunt down, you know, animals and cook and grill a lot and shit like that. But seeing this, this made me definitely look at their ass different. I was like, oh yeah. Then I found out, you know, blacks ain't allowed. Oh yeah, definitely ruined it.
Doesn't even work. Oh, poor Sally. Don't you know they only do that stuff with their sisters? Well, before they, I guess, eat her, the brothers, because they're brothers, by the way, don't let this older one fool you. The brothers decide, instead of killing Sally themselves, they should let their grandpa do it. Oh yeah, their damn near deceased Gramps was there too. And if you think he might not be a cannibal, no, he's as bad as the rest of them. He even dances when he takes his blood. So yeah, they decided they should let their grandpa do it. But since this dude freaking predates the dinosaurs, he keeps dropping the hammer. It's kind of like that SpongeBob episode, the firmly grasp it. And this was their biggest mistake. Because while they're trying to switch who holds the hammer, Sally breaks free and jumps out the window. Most realistic horror movie character, I swear. And it's daytime now, so she just starts hollering. And as the hitchhiker is slashing at her back, getting closer and closer to catching her, a freaking semi-truck runs him over. I forgot that.
Bro, this shit all look goofy. Yeah, jumping out a window, but I still probably be running fast. Even with glad, long as they ain't in my foot. I'm taking off. Look at this nigga though, look.
And it's daytime now, so she just starts hollering. And as the hitchhiker is flashing at her back, getting closer.
Look how goofy this nigga.
Closer to catching her, a freaking semi-truck runs.
It's just like scary movie when they be joking. Look at his ass.
Flashing at her back, getting closer and closer to catching her, a freaking semi-truck.
His hands up.
Runs him over. I forgot that happened. And this one ends with that same truck driver stopping to help Sally fight off Leatherface, only to run away. To where, I have no clue, but he's gone. He's gone. And luckily, a pickup truck this time stops to save Sally just in time. Hey, maybe hitchhiking ain't so bad after all. Leatherface seems happy about it with that dance he's doing. Yeah, this one.
That was at the end of a video game too. What's the one? It was one where he threw his damn chainsaw at the shotty head. I forget which one it was. I think it was like one of the latest ones.
It's a classic.
He cut the big head off. She was in a Tesla or something. She thought she got away. That shit was crazy.
Sorry, it's a classic. And now for the final, and by far the oldest movie of the video, and a movie I chose because I know it's something y'all gonna remember.
Nosferatu!
He the OG Dracula, right? He's really Dracula, but yeah, it's like the name before it, right?
I know y'all recognize this guy. Nosferatu. First time I ever seen this dude was the same place most of y'all seen him. On SpongeBob, the #slinging slasher episode. And I remember covering my eyes when he would pop up at the end. This guy scared me, genuinely. So when I found out he was in fact real, like he had his own movie and SpongeBob ain't make him up, I put off watching it for years. Until like 2 weeks ago when I remembered it, Googled it, and found out, bro, this movie's over 100 years old. 1922. To put that into perspective, when this movie came out, Queen Elizabeth was in her 40s. Okay, I'm joking, but she was almost born. That's crazy.
Is she still alive? I thought she passed. She's still alive.
And even explaining like that, I don't think y'all really understand how old this movie is. Guys, this movie is so old, it's a silent film. Like, no dialogue on some Charlie Chaplin stuff. But 100 years old and no speech. Does this movie hold up? I think so. Look, the movie's obviously not the same level of scary as some films today. Nowhere near, actually. It's a simple story about a vampire whose name isn't Nosferatu, it's actually the Count, who is trying to, do vampire stuff and suck the blood of this dude he met's wife. But y'all gotta understand how insane that must have been back then. This was before vampire movies were everywhere. Like, there was no romance ones like Twilight or any good ones.
But it's called me crazy, but they turn all vampire, damn near every vampire movie is show into some freak horny shit. Like some romantic triangle, like horny, like it's like like the nigga, he'll be like he want to suck the shawty blood, but he's like he all sexual about it. You know what I'm saying? Like he breathing hard. He's like, ooh, I've been waiting for this forever. Or like even when he talked to the guys too, he'd be like, I don't know, this nigga talking about more than blood, bro. Like I see through that shit, bro. But I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I was watching I can't think of the show. Vampire Diaries. My mom had me on it. I watched all that shit. I watched every season. It was pretty good. It took a while, but yeah, I saw it, everything.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter? None of that. So for a little sheltered European boy to see this in theaters back then, must have been traumatizing, even more than it scared me. But you're right. There's about how it holds up today. And y'all be happy to know that even 100 years old, it seems like horror movies don't change that much. Cause the main character in this movie is a idiot, just like in the newer ones. I'm serious, there's a scene, right? Well, I'll word it like this. If y'all woke up in the morning with bite marks on your neck and you have a roommate that only sleeps during the day, are you not gonna find that even a little suspicious? Just a little. Even if you don't know about vampires, you know this dude was awake at night when you got bit, so you could at least ask him what bit you. But yeah, point is, even though I may not watch it anytime soon or ever again, I think it holds up. In fact, I think there's modern horror movies that are much worse than this, much worse. Have y'all seen Imaginary? Talk about disappointment. Or maybe I'm just biased.
Never seen that one. I've never seen that.
And SpongeBob. Who knows? This one ends with the wife, whose name is Ellen, pretty much sacrificing herself and letting the Count suck her blood. And not because she's into it. No, this is not Carrie's mama. She did it to distract the Count, so when the sun rises, he doesn't notice. And the sun vanquishes him. Isn't it crazy that everyone in this movie is dead? That's pretty much all the movies I wanted to go over today. My final judgment, I think these old horror movies hold up for the most part. Honestly, those first three I'm rewatching before I even consider rewatching like the last three Scream movies.
I heard that shit was bad. Was that bad? I think I heard that shit was bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie though, I expected it. All these movies that they keep milking, like Jason, Mike, and stuff. I know it's hard to like. Well, really, it's like an annual thing now, but I know it's hard to like get these new age people like to care about some new type of horror shit. But like, bro, man, we gotta wrap it up. Just like Fast and Furious, bro. Like we know the name, but it's time, bro. Like let stuff retire now, bro. I know it'll take some work to come up with some original stuff, Hollywood, but I think it's time, bro. We burnt out, bro. We see it. Y'all milked the cow dry, bro.
Don't think it was all peak though. They got movies back in the day talking about some Frankenhooker. Like, huh? Comment down below if you think these movies hold up or not. And keep submitting some weird movies for the next video. Movies I thought were weird for. Yeah. These just keep getting weirder. And moral of the story? Oh shit!
Oh, chill the fuck out. Alright. Yeah. Nah, Derek. You snap. Shout out Derek, man. Hold up. I'm gonna like that because I want to see more of his vids. Yeah, buddy put me on shout out other buddy too, Joe Boers or whatever. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And I'll see y'all niggas in the next one.